Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Erica from Division of Program Promotion, Utah Campus. Welcome to the webinar today. Before we start the webinar, I would like to highlight that now Utah is having Cyber Open Day until 4th of April and every day from 9 to 5 p.m. If you wish to know more information, you can scan the QR code here for more information like for the Cyber Open Day, we are now having live chat, video chat, and also webinars, career guidance, and also virtual campus tour. So if you would like to know more about this, kindly scan the QR code here for more info. All right. So welcome to the webinar today again. The duration of this slot is 1 hour, which divided to 35 minutes for the sharing sections and 15 minutes for Q&A. So today we are glad to invite, Mr. Dare from Faculty of Arts and Social Science, Department of Journalism, to talk about the rise of mobile journalism module in New Norm. Without further delay, let's welcome Mr. Dare.
So can see my slide, right?
Yeah, can, Mr. Deng.
Okay. Hi, good afternoon. Okay, I'm Tay. I'm teaching broadcast and multimedia journalism in Utah. Okay, World Health Organization or WHO has released the new normal safety guide. So it's hoping that everyone would make it the new norm to prevent further spread of COVID infection. So we can expect that the same situation to continue until most of the world population are vaccinated against the virus. So hence, to survive, we need to adapt to the new norm. So this covers almost all professions, including media workers. And some changes are made to the workflow of media workers to adapt to the new norm. Okay. Firstly, let's learn about module. Okay, module is much derived from mobile journalism. Okay, as the term implies, is referring to broad type of the journalism where the journalists use mobile or portable device such as smartphone, tablet, digital camera, or laptops for gathering, for shooting, live broadcasting, and also even editing or sharing news. So with the portable device and internet connection, mobile journalists can send news to newsroom and share terms on social media rights on the spot. Okay, many mobile journalists include portable device like laptop and DSLR into their workflow. So, but smartphone are the heart of the mobile journalism. Okay, so they are increasingly used in mobile in module for radio, news, and podcasts, and also video for TV news and documentary, as well as video for social platform. Okay, so actually, even long before COVID pandemic, okay, module has been adopted by some journalists, especially the ones working for digital news media, and they will perform live reporting using smartphone to let the audience to know the situation at the scene. Okay, module started to flourish when smartphone become more tech advanced. Social media platform roll out live video feature, and video social media platform become a hit. Variety of the broadcasting and also video editing app will launch. Okay, so you look at here to maintain time cleanness of a news. Okay, some journalists would install video editing app, okay, on their smartphone, so they can easily edit the news video on the spot and upload the product diary on the spot. So they go to cover the news at the scene, then they can direct edit the video, and also after that they direct share the news. Okay. So specifically Mojo is getting more attention and popularity mainly because of this advantage. Okay, firstly, it's easy long. Okay, smartphone have broken some most of the technological barriers that used to exist between journalists story and their audience. And then they have turned video production into something that anyone actually can do with only a few hours of training and some practice. Secondly, it's fast. Okay, it will allow journalists to be the first to broadcast breaking news or event. Okay, other media, we have to arrange a full broadcast crew, make sure all the equipment is available, get there and set up everything on available before going live. But Mojo only need to pick his backpack, get there, and start broadcasting. So you see, it's very fast. So thirdly, go unnoticed. Okay, Mojo can go unnoticed. This one must thank to their small equipment. Okay, smartphone are not perceived as a press camera. So Mojo journalists will be able to shoot a story in place where standard video journalists would never dare to go. Okay, number 4, get closer. Okay, having a light and small equipment that's fit at a small messenger's back is a great advantage for getting closer to some story. So for big camera with extra lighting and sound equipment are simply too big to get into some places. So no matter if it is a conference hall, a plan or a cave, right? Pick up mobile phone, mobile gear, and tell the story to your audience. Number 5, break barriers. Okay, people are less intimidated when being interviewed with a phone than with a big camera. So it is much more discreet, less intrusive, and more familiar. So people just tend to be far more sincere and more open as a result. Okay, and break barrier between your audience and the story by going mobile. And lastly, and most importantly, save costs. Okay, mobile journalism can help journalists or their organization save costs because you just need smartphone only. Normally, even you just have one smartphone, everything can settle already. Okay. Previously, I have mentioned that more journalists adopting Mojo are mainly from digital news organization. The trends actually was growing and now become even more common as it's driven by this COVID-19 pandemic. So on top of the advantage I have listed just now, one main reason is to ensure safety of journalists. Okay, so in the past, it was common to have other personnel assigned together with a journalist as a crew. Pre-media would assign a duo of photographer and journalists to cover the news. But for broadcast media, right, the crew was even bigger due to the large equipment. So smallest crew size could be at least three people, like driver, photographer, and also journalists. And now, due to this pandemic, right? So prevent risk of the infections. Many journalists are required to work alone at the news scene. Okay, hence they need to learn to create and edit image, audio, video using smartphone. In order to complete their task well, mobile journalists need to know both function and limitation of a smartphone in news reporting on what are achievable and what are not. So let's talk about mobile journalists need to techno. Okay. So basically, the biggest challenge for journalists during this pandemic is news gathering. Okay. So webinar and online press conference are part of the news norm now. So to adapt to it, media industry have to make some slight adjustment. So in the news gathering process, video and audio recording are necessary. Journalists can work from home or remote location instead of the venue where the news takes place. So this is the applicable to one of the norm I mentioned, the online press conference. Okay, some broadcast news company will purchase a broadcast app for their journalists, so they could work from home. Some journalists just need to record themselves presenting news before sending the video to the news outlets for further editing. So hence recording audio and video in news gathering process is very important for mobile journalists. So let's look at this audio recording. So firstly, during this COVID pandemic, right, the subject would often use phones. So the advancement of text allows journalists to utilize audio recording function of like you can use like many chat app like this Skype, WhatsApp, Voice, and Viber. Okay, this app allow journalists to reach subject in most country for interview through internet connection without having to worry about the phone rate charge. Okay, if it's a phone's conversation, right? So module journalists can make use of call recorder app downloadable from Play Store and also App Store. So there are many of them available to choose depending on which you prefer. Okay, many journalists who are working from home record voice track into their mobile phones, then send them to video editor through cloud and drive folder or email. So now we look at this video conference, right? Okay, to journalists interview through this online video conference are essential. Okay, it allows journalists to be able to do their job while maintaining physical distance with the subject during the interview. So it's the part of the new norm now to see journalists interview subject like politicians and aspect like using Skype, Zoom, or FB Live, regardless whether they are from print media, online media, or broadcast media. So like this one, actually I get it from the Star. Okay, this is one of the example. Okay, so one can say that heading to news scene no longer be necessary in such situations. Okay, most media firms no longer consider to attend press conference getting invited, but instead they will ask organizer to hold online counterpart. In addition, what makes a video conference more advanced than audio interview is that journalists can see expression, okay, of the subject when they are interviewing them. So and that will reduce communication barrier And under some certain circumstance, is very important to notice the subject expressions. So more would show true expression when they are reluctant to maybe they're reluctant to reply questions, and sometimes actually their expression are basically the answer. Okay, so during this pandemic, right, media often they use this video conference app like Zoom meeting. So you see this one, they use Zoom. Okay, some of them they also use Google Meet or Webex. Okay, of course some journalists will also video call or live video feature in Skype, FaceTime, WhatsApp, Instagram, and also Facebook Messenger. Normally, it's up to the subject preference and convenience to decide which app they want to use. But in Malaysia, normally quite a lot of our media actually they just use the FB messengers are now more to Zoom. Okay. So what need to take note is that compared to professional camera or recorder, video conference done via smartphone will generate video of lower resolutions. However, I mean to this COVID pandemic, right? As long as the footage has news value, lower resolution won't hinder the quality of the news, because the audience will pay more attention to the content rather than video quality in this case. So even though field reporting assignment has been reduced largely due to this COVID-19, but it's still an essential requirement. Okay, so to comply with this COVID safety measure, right? When reporter or mojo reporter conduct interview in the field, right? You should like maintain an appropriate distance from their subject. At the same time, they need to ensure that the audio quality would remain clear. Okay, in this case, you can see device like wireless mic would be helpful. It allows reporter to maintain distance and record good quality audio. And another helpful accessory is the monopod. Okay, use this one for the monopod. And here, what I want to show you is a lot of mojo journalists nowadays, they like to use this wireless mic of the brand called the Saramonic. Okay, this is an example of this Saramonic wireless mic model, and it allows a reporter to record a clear voice within 40 meters away. If you want a better audio, right? In fact, some addition apps actually will be helpful. So they can record 3D audio quality, and the one that's often used by the journalists are Smart Voice Recorder and Easy Voice Recorder, or Smart Voice Recorder. Okay, now when you want to shooting the footage, right? When you use this smartphone, actually it's quite challenging. Common smartphone video recording and camera picture is not on a par with professional camcorder and also the camera. So it is mainly due to the lens issue. Okay, unlike professional camcorder and camera, which can zoom in without affecting quality. So lens of the common smartphone is with more limitation. Okay, so especially if we zoom in and out frequently, right? You will affect the footage quality. But no worry lah. We have some smartphone accessory already launched to overcome this limitation. Okay, in this case, external lens like tele lens to capture footage from remote distance. So you can buy this smartphone accessory. It's called tele lens, or you also can buy this fish eye lens. Is to capture footage of landscape. And okay, so for capture footage, landscape one is called fish eye lens. So this is a thing that you can buy. And this is also for pandemic time. Okay, before pandemic, right? Reporter tend to use a medium close-up shooting. You use your smartphone, right? When you're shooting your interview. Normally we use a medium close-up shot. Okay, however, the distance is not longer than a meter. So it's done comply with safe distancing. So it is recommended to opt for medium shoot instead. So they are safe distance between you and the subject. Okay. And it's recommended to when you edit, right? Is recommend to set recording quality to 1080 resolution. Okay, if available. So when you export the edited video to be published on mobile platform, right? 720 resolution is good enough. Okay, so you can see the difference. See, these are 1080 resolutions and compare this 720 resolutions. So if you use a phone to watch, right, 720 resolution still okay actually. Now we look at the challenge of module in Malaysia. So for me, internet connectivity actually they remain a big challenge for a reporter. I think not only for a reporter, right? Maybe even for the student. Now we attend an online class, right? Everyone know this internet connectivity is a big problem for us, right? Even for the journalists also. So the internet quality and connectivity quality is the limited and always slow down or stop the process for maybe you want sending the video or you want to do the FB live, right? So this is the one quite challenging for the Malaysia module reporter. So like just now I say this condition is even worse if we want to go to live or to stream. Okay, and another one is quality of the human resources. Why I'm saying like that because journalists are expected to produce and share content across different platforms, and at the same time to interact with the audience. You know, not all the reporter can handle like this. Like you need to know how to edit the video. You need to do the stand up, maybe. You need to do live. Then you also need to write in the same time. So not many, actually not many. The reporter actually have all these skills, especially for someone actually the reporter or the old reporter I say there is not young already one maybe 40 50 because last time they don't have all this skill. They know how to write but they don't have the skill how to edit the video. So it's quite challenging nowadays. That means when if you want to become a reporter nowadays, it's not easier like you think. You need a lot of skill. So for the conclusion part, what I want to highlight here is by the end of this crisis, right? We may have to rethink what is the best use of our time and resources, and that the way we report the news will be changed forever. Yes, because the pandemic, the way we report or the way how to become the journalist, it will change forever. And mobile journalism pose a news challenge for media in Malaysia and whole the world. But what matters is the ability to adapt to the news normal, and we reporter also need to accept module is the future also, and this new normal will be normal and usual, because in life also watching is also a common thing. Okay, so like just now I say, in media industry, actually they not have much. The reporter actually have the workers actually have all these resource, this skill. So if you want to become the reporter and also learning the module, so you are welcome to join our Utah degree program, Bachelor of Communications Journalism, because we have 3 practical courses that focus on student multimedia and journalism skill. Okay, like how you use all these digital tool, multimedia tool, and also mobile tool. So even if you are not interested to be a journalist or reporter in news media industry, but when you acquiring this skill, right, it will give you more advantage when working in other industry. Maybe nowadays a lot of our young generation, they want to become the YouTuber, right? So you need all these skill, how to edit the video, how you use this multimedia tool. Okay, even in the PR company, advertising company, even the business, even you do at bank, they also have the PR department. They need someone actually have all these multimedia journalism skill. So so you can you after you have all this skill, you have more advantage to get a job. Okay, and our graduate actually establish their career in different fields also. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Tay, for the sharing. Okay, so I share my slide first. Okay, thank you, Mr. Tay, for sharing. All the information is definitely beneficial to the audience that who wish to join journalism program. So before we go to end for the webinar, there is a Q&A section. So if you have any questions, please feel free to drop a message in the chat box. Mr. Tay will answer it one by one. Okay, before that, there is one question here, Mr. Tay. I would like to know, just now you were mentioned that a reporter is expected to acquire all these module skill. So may I know how much is a reporter's average salary?
Okay, for the fresh graduate, normally starting salary, including allowance, it should be around, it's more than 3K. But if you are equipped with module and multimedia skill, you can raise your demand And if you are without them, right, it will be very difficult for you to get the job. Since you have no advantage over this existing reporter. What I can share with you now is if you look at this media company, when they advertise, they advertising, they offer the job, right? They were asking is it whether you have this multimedia skill or not. If you don't have this multimedia skill, it's very hard for you to get the job in media. Okay.
I see, I see. So the student need to have some basic skill of the video editing, audio editing as well, like
Yes.
the nowadays YouTuber.
Yes, yes. If you want to become a YouTuber also, this is the basic skill you need. But if you join a Utah JL program, right? At least maybe you can improve your writing skills also. Maybe some of the YouTuber they know how to shooting, but they can edit very well. But how about the content? So that's why you can join Utah JL the programs. We can try to train you become more quality, high quality YouTuber.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. All right. Another thing I would like to ask, since we already passed 1 year of the COVID-19 pandemic, and may I know what is the biggest challenge for Mojo reporters during the COVID pandemic period?
Okay, it depends on what job you are assigned to do maybe the bigger challenge for when your boss asks you go to cover the news maybe in the scene, maybe in the accident one you need to go to the event one is you need to wearing
mask.
Mask. So it's not about the breathing or comfort, but it's difficult for reporter when you pick up what the subject is saying. Not clear. So especially when there are noise, right, and at the surrounding. So when both are wearing face mask, the reporter as well as the subject is affected in the communication. Another thing is to deal with is what I have mentioned before, practicing safe distancing. Then to ensure good enough quality, you will need to buy those accessory to help you in the job. And what I know normally you need to buy yourself if you want the good quality one. Maybe some of the big company maybe they will buy for you but the small company one you need to buy yourself. Another thing is during MCO during lunch hour also you will have to pack your meal inside your car also, because all the restaurant, hawker center, everything is not open, right? You only need can take away. So even you want to makan also not easy this is what I can share according to my student who now working at media. They share with me how their experience.
I see. Okay, thank you, Mr. Tay. All right, there's some video would like to share. A moment. Okay, so please enjoy the video to know more about the Mojo, mobile journalism.
Bachelor of Communication Journalism is offered by Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences. Our program aims to develop professional journalists that can excel in writing and producing news for print, online, broadcast to mobile platforms. It is indeed an adventurous profession. You get to interview people who from all walks of life and share their stories, obtain the privilege of being a witness to history. Well, how do you know it is right for you? You are naturally inquisitive. You like to travel. Telling people's stories excites you. You love to write. You don't relate to a 9-to-5 office environment. In response to recent call of the Fourth Industrial Revolution, our program has gone through major changes. We focus more on practical aspects. These are the 5 courses which are full coursework. They emphasize on hands-on experience. Multimedia journalism and business journalism in particular are 2 new courses that will train you to meet the industrial demand. In addition, we have 1 online news portal, JR, to showcase your work, so that you can familiarize your reporting skills before entering media. And you will also gain entrepreneur skill while managing the news portal. Our alumni members work in different news media companies. For example, Logan, who currently works in Malay Mail.
Introduction, my name is Logan. I'm working at the Malay Mail in Ipoh. I've been working as a reporter for around 5 years. Before this, I was with the New Straits Times, and I think around 2 years afterwards, I joined the Malay Mail. I've been with the Malay Mail for around three and a half years. Okay, so your first question, how has it been since the last graduation? Okay, well, my career, well, not a career lah. My job started when I was an intern with the Straits Times. That was when I was still doing journalism in Utah. Then that's where I kind of learned everything lah. Going for assignments, interviewing people. Because one thing that has never changed through journalism, like for hundreds of years, is that you still need to talk to the people. Normal people, we don't, it doesn't matter about politicians, prime minister, whatever. Normal people are still very important. So it's been quite okay lah, quite nice lah. What do I have to say about Utah journalism course? Yeah, I mean the course is great. The lecturers are great. I still count the lecturers as. I still have a lot of admiration for them. They were really fun. I enjoyed my time there a lot. You guys as journalism students need to go out and do journalism, like proper thing, like go out, find issues, write about them, and don't take one whole week, not like a group assignment kind of stuff. It needs to be one person go out, get a story, finish it in 1-2 hours. Or yeah, you can take a day since you guys are students, but I would prefer it to be within an hour, because for us on the job we write stories in 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and they are like long stories. Number 3, what did I learn in university? I mean, you learn how to write, obviously. We did go and do some in the field interviewing, but probably not as much as we should have, because I realized quite quickly during my internship that my interviewing skills really had to be improved. I was quite shy. And what happens in uni is that you try your best to avoid actually going and talking to people. You inevitably in your assignments you take the easy way out lah. So yeah, the final question. Okay, the final question: do you regret? No, actually I don't regret. It's a very interesting question you asked, because when I first came to Utah, I was actually doing a degree in chemistry. I don't know if maybe Mr. Ted told you that, that's why you asked this question, but don't know lah. Yeah, because I was doing chemistry at first, and then after like 2 years I switched, because I always had an interest in writing, always liked to write. I like to express my opinion, very opinionated guy. And I also wanted to see famous people lah. I wanted to see people, because I'm from a very small town in Sabah, so a person from my hometown very rarely gets to meet the Prime Minister and gets to cover big events, see big things happening. So I wanted to do that. So no, I don't regret it. It's challenging. At times it sucks. Everything sucks at certain times, But I love my job. It's not a no regrets at all. And yeah, I fully think that if I had the chance to do it again, I would definitely choose journalism over chemistry. I was a really bad chemistry student because I was like failing half my subjects.
So what, we get drunk, so what, we smoke weed, we're just having fun, we don't care who sees. So what, we go out,
Hey, let me get a lighter,
that's how it's
please.
supposed to be.
This is Nigel from Malaysia Pini. This is Huey Sim and Sutong in 8TV. We also have alumni working in production team. But even if you don't feel you want to work in news media at all, there are plenty career options. Amy, working at a digital marketing company based in Hong Kong. This is Camille, who used to work in Thomson Reuters and now working at Pricewaterhouse. These are both notable international companies. Suzy Yu, who used to be Maybank banker and now working for Mossing Group. Mira, a magazine writer and also a professional performer. Manju, who is now a police officer. Wei Han is now a government officer. So even if you do not want to see journalist as a long life career, the skills that you learn in this program are very transferable. We have JR Studio that are equipped with tools and facilities for news reporting. There are a number of DSLR, digital video camera, news podium, even green screen. There will be 360-degree camera, directional mic, and drone. Every year, we organize a field trip.
Seterusnya kisah pementasan teater Lela Raja membangsa ditayangkan tak lama lagi. Nak tahu? Jom kita saksikan.
So, join us. So, join us.
All right. After watching a video, if let's is really wonderful. If let's say you are interested, if you are like to talk, if you are an outgoing person, like to talk, like to write, so journalism program is definitely suitable for you to join. So okay, before we end the flow, I would like to have a short. I would like to introduce about the Utah. So for information, Utah has two campuses. One is located at Kampa, which is Kampa campus in Perak, and also Sungalong campus in Kajang, Selangor. So for information, there are about up to 10 area of studies, which included accounting, business, actuarial science, agriculture and food science, arts and social science, Chinese study, creative industry and design, engineering, IT, life and physical sciences, and also medical sciences. And for information, we do offer more than 110 programs and also over 67,000 of alumni. And for information, we have 95 to 97% of graduate, which means we have our students, our graduates, they're able to get a job within 6 months after graduation. And also, we do have offer more than 70 student clubs and societies for you to join. All right, so if you wish to know more information about the program and any others, so please feel free to visit our website at study.utah.edu.my or/cn. And you may reach us at Facebook, Utah for You, and you can WeChat us as well. And if you wish to WhatsApp to get know more about information, you can always WhatsApp us at 016-223-57 and 018-9722-100, and also email to us inquiry@allianceutah.edu.my. So that's all about today. And also this is our upcoming webinar. So for tomorrow, we have another webinar section, vaccine and immunization, battle against infectious disease. So tomorrow same time, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. So if you would like to attend this webinar, please scan the QR code here and sign up for this webinar. So that's all for today. Thank you, Mr. Dave, for the sharing, and thank you everyone for watching. So thank you very much. Bye.